Hello, my peeps. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are all doing well. I am so excited to be here with my co-host Stacy and Mary. I should say co-hosts with Stacy and Mary. And we are so excited to just share a little glimpse into what has become our passion, because we turned our pain into purpose, and we have a message for you. So if you can open up your hearts and your mind to listen to what we're going to share, I think you will take absolutely magic with you. Even if you leave with nothing, you will leave with some little magic planted in your heart, I promise. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So I want to do the presentation mode, but every time I do that, I feel like if the slides get a little bit cut off. So this is our glimpse into coaching. This is a picture that kind of just, Stacy and I always talk about it, that this is a retreat that was kind of still in the middle of the pandemic, right, Stace? And I remember that only certain coaches were able to travel. We were having a pajama party here in this retreat, and we're going to get more into that, but it's just to show you. I love this picture because it shows you the bond that we women like start having or start curating because of this business. You know, it's the best word that I could describe coaching is sisterhood. Like, I find that that word is so parallel to what coaching is and to what this business is. So with that being said, you're going to learn tonight a little bit about us, what we do, how we earn, and how we get started. And so not sure if you can see right here in this next to Christina Delgado, who's dressed in white, this short little black dress, that is actually one of our trainers, Autumn Calabrese. And I share that because a lot of times we feel that the trainers that train us in this wellness journey, this, you know, fitness program, you know, we feel sometimes like if they're these stars that we can never reach. But in fact, it's totally the opposite. They are so approachable. They come to many of the like regular events that we have here, not only quarterly and the big events, but like regular parties. And again, we're going to share more of that later, but just to share with you how this is something that is really very clear that it's all about relationships. This business is not transactional. It's all about relationships. So I love sharing that because I never had that before. And that's one of the things that really drew me into this coaching gig. You know, the community is really what drew me in after I had received or achieved amazing results. So we are regular moms, wives, daughters, homeroom moms, or whatever it is that you want to call us. We wear many hats, and we were basically looking for something a little bit more. Typically, it usually comes out of obviously trying out the program and getting great results. But there's something inside, I feel, that's very common in our network, that just there's a tug there that we want something more. And that something is in that community, in that sisterhood. And once you get a taste of it, it's so contagious. You want a part of that, right? And so, you know, we are just, like I said, women that maybe love tacos or wine, chocolate, cookies, pizza. We are readers, we are travelers, we are crafters. We like fashion. Some of us like makeup. Some of us are doggy moms. You know, we all are so different, but yet we have so many things in common. The beautiful thing about this is that we are excited to link arms and collaborate with one another. And that's just a little bit about us as individuals. So we're going to share our stories. And before I hand it over to Stacy, I just kind of want to share that I am a wife. I'm a mom to two boys, ages 15 and 11. I am also a substitute teacher at my younger son's school. I have been teaching there for about maybe, I would say probably like about 5 or 6 years, maybe 5 years. I was also the cross-country coach, and I've been coaching with Beachbody, with our network, for 6 years because I had a really bad relationship with food, and I was done. I was done about just, you know, having this yo-yo diet pattern. I was done feeling sluggish and irritated. And I feel like if my husband had lost his partner. I became this mom and just let go of my body. And I was just having really, unhealthy nutritional habits. And it was affecting me, and it was affecting not so much our relationship, but he was seeing the difference in me. And once I just was like, okay, I'm drawing the line in the sand, I went ahead and I joined this company because I knew that they were offering wellness programs. And I joined this program that was a 21-day program. It teaches you exactly how to eat well balanced meals, which for me was life changing because I had, like I said, a horrible relationship with food. And then it integrates also the fitness component, which I was always kind of like dreadful about that. But I just, like I said, I was tired of being tired. And so I went all in, and it wasn't perfect, but I did go in with the nutrition, the fitness, and being a part of the group. And in 21 days, I lost 7 pounds, 7 inches. I'm not even 5 feet tall. So that to me was huge. And I felt on top of the world. And I wanted every single woman to feel what I was feeling. And it was at that time that my coach was like, are you ready to coach? Because I think you're ready to spread this message to the world, make an impact. This mission cannot be accomplished by one person. We need an army of people to bleed this health into the world so that the world could become better, not only for us, but for future generations, our kids and their kids and their kids. So with that being said, I became a coach, and here I am 6 years later, and I have met amazing women because of the coaching opportunity, like Stacy and Mary. And I'm passionate. We all are. So you're going to hear that in our voices. We're going to share from our hearts because we're taking time away from our families to share this message with you, because we are hoping that you will feel something in your heart where you will say, why not me? Why not me? I too struggle. I too have a pain point. I too like pizza and wine and cheese and cookies and all the things. But why not find a way where I can become better, my best version, so then I can share that with my loved ones, right? And why not? Don't I deserve as well a little bit more out of life? And we're going to get to that. We're going to share what it is that comes with this. But I do want to just let you know that we are so excited for you to just listen in. And like I said, if you feel that tug in your heart, reach out to the coach that invited you, because we are here to absolutely guide you every step of the way. And so with that, I want to pass it on over to my girl, Stacy, so she can share a little bit about what we coaches do.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much for you guys to be on this call, and the people that are going to watch the recording tonight. Whenever that is, we're so thankful that you're taking this time. The big thing that I want to say, and I'm really, like, we always share our hearts on these calls, is that we had a call last night, and I kind of feel like we should chat about that. And one of the major questions that we were asked was, do you want to be a Beachbody coach, or do you want to be a business owner? And I really love that question that was dropped to all of us last night. And it got me thinking that, do I personally want to be a Beachbody coach? The answer is no. I want to be a business owner. I want to own my life. I want to be the hero and the voice to my story. That is what this is. So I think sometimes we can kind of get discouraged from the word coach, and sometimes we do too. It's normal, right? But what I love most is that when I put myself in this position, what we do as coaches has nothing to do about the people that you are about to talk to, invite, and follow up. It has nothing to do with the people that you invite and follow up with. It has everything to do with you. And one of the first things that you do as a coach is that you don't put on yourself. So it easily solves problem number one, which is, I'm so tired of starting and stopping with my life, that you don't have to do that anymore when you put yourself into this community, because I think there's 3 communities. We have a free community, we have an ongoing community with preferred customers and challengers, and we have coaches. And those people, I feel, are the people that really want to impact their lives the most in a different kind of level, where it also it involves income. And I think that's really important. What do we do as coaches? Honestly, you guys, we don't quit. It is that simple. If you are tired of starting and stopping, if you are tired of the excuses winning, if you're tired of a surface level kind of a life and you want to beam from the inside out, you should be this. Yes. Oh, a cookie. Yes. You should be a coach, and you should make that a business. That's the difference. And I really think I want to leave it tonight as simple as that, because last night when Jamie O'Rear was like, what do you want to be? That was a game changer for me last night. And I'm pretty sure for Mary and Susie as well, when we were asking those questions to ourselves. So it's an opportunity for you not to fail in every aspect of your life. And when you really focus on you, this is not about, hitting your wellness goal and staying there. It's just like, you can quit on a scale goal all day you want, but if you quit on your wellness and your joy and you're tired of that, make this your business. And that's really what I want to share tonight with you guys, what it is about that coaching entails.
Yes, Stacey, thank you so much. Absolutely. Quitting is so not the option here. Another thing that I just want to piggyback is, I think that people tend to think that the business is complicated, or they have these misconceptions, or they think, well, how can I coach someone else if I'm not even in my own journey, or I haven't started, or I don't have time to be helping other people when I can barely even, swim or, come out of the water myself. I will share this. Coaching is more about you than it is about others, right? Because as you master coaching yourself, you then bleed that into other people. You radiate all the positivity and knowledge and the growth in yourself. And that is what grows branches into other people, because they start seeing it in you. And I will tell you that in the 6 years that I've been a coach, it's very simple. We work out, we work on our nutrition, we work on our mental health, and we simply share our journey in hopes that we can invite other people to join us as well, right? It's that simple. You could use a social media platform. You could talk to the people that you come in contact with. There's many business owners and full-time employees in the network, and they do this as an additional stream of income, side hustle. Sometimes people need this to just really work on themselves, their mental health, their finances. There's a lot of different reasons, but I'll tell you that the business is very simple. What we do as coaches is we press play to a workout program. We follow a meal plan that is, going to help us better our nutrition, our choices. We work on our mental health by reading personal development, personal growth, and we do this alongside a community, and we continue to invite other people to grow that community. It is very simple. Obviously, we train you. We tell you exactly, how it is that you could do this in pockets of time. And if you were to ask me, well, what do you do all day? We're all different, because we all wear different hats and we all work different ways. But I'll tell you that it's as simple as that. You work out, you follow a meal plan, you read a book, and you share this with others and invite them to join us. All right, let's move on. And here I have this actual slide, which I could have shared before, but it's to show you how our community has grown, right? We first start out kind of like by ourselves or with a coach, and then it starts growing and growing, and you start, coming up with all these ideas of goals, and you go on these retreats and you start earning all these trips, and before you know it, you have a complete tribe, an army right next to you, rooting for you, cheering you on, letting you know that you are never alone in this business. And what I love the most is that you absolutely can transform your life no matter what stage you're in. I am 45 years old, and I love that I have completely, reversed my energy levels. Like, I used to be super sluggish at 30, And at 45, I feel more energetic than ever. You'll hardly ever hear me say I am tired. I say that when I'm going to bed at 1 a.m. and I'm waking up at 5, which I shouldn't, right? Because the most part, I am that person that's always feeling ready and on top and on top of my game in a sense of energy, because I am very aware of what it is that I need to do to take care of myself. Another part of the coaching business is that we recognize others. We celebrate life in general. And so little things like working out become the big things at the end of the day, right? I know that when I don't show up, Stacy's calling me. When Mary doesn't see Stacy, she's texting her. It's something that we have a bond, and we're holding ourselves accountable to making sure that we're getting those vital behaviors in. And I love that we have a private, safe space, a personal app where we hold these groups together, we recognize milestones, both big and small, and we help people get results in those accountability groups. So it's awesome that we also get that piece in the coaching business, which a lot of times people don't get. People don't get patted in the back a lot in the corporate world. Hardly ever do you get even recognized as a mom, right? But yet here we are celebrating all the things. And I absolutely love that. One of the most important components is mental health. And I want to pass it over to Mary so that she could share that piece of the business with you.
Thank you, Susie. So yes, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this. My name is Mary Polanco. I am about to be, in 6 days, retired 23 years from the Air Force. And I joined Beachbody as a coach. I was a challenger for a long time, but I joined as a coach about a year ago, almost in April. It'll be a year. So I love that we're hearing everyone's stories and everyone's why, because everyone is going to have a very unique calling, a unique pool to become a coach. It's not going to be cookie cutter, and it shouldn't be. The joy of having a community like this is being able to lean on each other in different aspects of our life so that we can do the sharing and we can learn. And so I think that's what's brilliant about this. Before I talk about one of the most important pillars of this community, which is personal development, I just want to kind of share one of the reasons, probably my main reason for becoming a coach. Again, there's going to be a multitude of reasons why this is good for you, but one might be a little bit stronger than the other. And this is my story. I had been on extreme inconsistency. I had mastered inconsistency my entire adult life of my wellness, constantly yo-yoing, never being excited about moving my body, only doing it because it was a requirement. And just really never having a good relationship with food, not realizing that my energy directly was affected by my sleep patterns, my food, my body movement, my wellness, in my mental wellness. And I just never made that connection. So I decided enough was enough, and I wanted to become part of an organization, of a community that literally told me my number one job was to take care of myself first. Oh, and your number two job is to share that with others. You can't get a better job description than that. And so when I searched, because I did, as you should as well, look for what works for you. When I found Beachbody and looked up the mission and the values, they aligned perfectly with me. And I wanted to become a part of this. I am a Beachbody coach because being a coach holds me accountable to myself first, and it holds me accountable to the community. I want to show up every day. I don't do it because I have to. I want to. And there's nothing like cracking that code and flipping that switch to make you do it. It is no wonder, and there's really no surprise behind why dental hygienists have the best cleaning routine in the evening, or why spiritual leaders are so at peace. Financial advisors have portfolios and multiple streams of income. It's because they've made it a part of their life. They are credible in their field. They step up, they show up. And that's exactly what I wanted for myself. And I wanted it to be my wellness. So let's talk a little bit about the personal development aspect to Beachbody. I have multiple years of expertise and experience in resilience and pillars of wellness. And you have to devote time to your mental health and your mental wellness. Personal development kind of teeters between the spiritual and the mental, in my opinion, when it comes to your pillars of wellness. And Beachbody makes it a priority for you. You really have time, like it's on the list of things to do. So if you're a checklist person like me, it's there. And it's really about diving deeper than what you've been doing at surface level previous. And when you do that, you create new thoughts, which create new thought patterns, which creates new behaviors. And then it becomes lifelong and it sticks. And I think I can speak for everyone that that's what we want. So personal development is of the utmost importance, and it is part of this. So it's not just one faceted. It's not just fitness. It's not just food. It's personal development. It's community. It hits all the pillars of wellness. Thanks.
Love it, Mary. Thank you so much. Such a vital, vital component. So let's talk a little bit about Success Club trips, team trips, a girls' weekend, Super Saturday weekends. We're going to get into all of that. So basically, this part of the business, I would love Stacy to share, because Stacy and I met because of one of these trips. So Stace, I'm going to hand it over to you so you can share about all the goodies that we are able to earn.
Okay. So you guys, one of the beautiful things is, I mean, I'm looking at the picture on the far left, and that was one of my favorite pictures that we took. That was the year that I met Susie at that house while singing Shoop with my sunglasses and a microphone while drinking and doing karaoke. So if that's not a way to meet a business owner, a wing girl, a success partner, whatever you want to call us, that's how I want to meet you. So because I want to immerse myself with friends at the pool, and I want to do goals there. Let me tell you, I'm going to go a little off topic here, but I see something in this picture. So this picture of all the gals really reminds me of where I work at the hair studio at Sola. There's 35 studios and everybody is an owner, and there's no competition. There's no animosity. There's no, I'll have more clients than you kind of a vibe, right? And in a lot of jobs, you guys, it's a lot of competition. Real estate is competition. Like mortgage is competition. Any office job, there's a competition of some sort. Literally in that picture on the left, and where I sit in my hair studio, and if you're an entrepreneur and you run your own show, you are flooding and immersing yourself that people that want you to succeed in everything that you do, and they're going to give you everything that they can and have to make it happen. And the friendship. I'm telling you, these people, I never met a day in my life. And when I stepped in there, not only did I not feel the uncomfortable, like, oh, hey, like, oh, I saw you on Facebook. Hi. It was like, oh my God, it's you. And we fell to the floor and we had our pajama party. And like that is what it feels like. And I never had that feeling before with friends. It was always awkward in atmospheres. Hi, hi, oh, hi. I don't know if she likes me. Like, this is like, it blows my mind how I've been living that kind of life. And now I don't live that kind of life with friends. Yes, we win trips and prizes for hard work. But again, it goes back to what Mary said. It's about what you do for yourself, and you deserve to be rewarded. Who doesn't want to earn a trip? Who doesn't want to earn a girls' weekend? Who doesn't want to go for a team photo shoot? Like, this is so much fun. And this over here on the far right and the one in the middle of Susie, that was us at National Leadership Conference. And ironically enough, Susie and I were diamonds in the picture on the left. That was a retreat. And because of the retreat, whatever happened, it kicked us into high gear and we just leaned in. We became 1 stars And we got this once in a lifetime invite that you can only be invited to once out of 400 people in the network. Only 400 get invited every year. And we were literally on the same path. We hit 2-star at the same time. It's crazy. We won together. And that is what we do. And I'm telling you too, it grows branches. Because when Susie told me that I needed to spend more time with date nights with my husband, that grew a branch. And it was from moving my ranks. Like, it's crazy that you would think that that would make me do that, but it does. So I just want you guys to be like crazy excited about, to like throw away all your misconceptions and listen to what we're saying, because we were there too. And we're on that other side, letting you know, like, united freaking front to ultimate enhancement by your hard ass work that doesn't leave you depleted, that leaves you begging for more, wanting more, growing more, visioning and dreaming, and not living a cookie cutter, the same type of person living kind of a life. And that to me is an amen. Sign me up for a coach any day of the week.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely. Yes. My gosh, so many things that they also, reward us with. The trips are absolutely one of the things, but I love how we also get to see each other quarterly when the trainers fly in. We do those events. We try to get together once a month for those that are local. And so it's a lot of fun, like Stacy said. And all these diamonds and 1-star, 2-star, if you don't know what that is, obviously you wouldn't know unless if you're already in part of the community. They're just business milestones. But I love how we have these trainings and these systems put in place to help you get there. And that's the beauty, that we link arms in this business. All right, I'm going to talk briefly about how we earn money, because I know that that's like something that everyone is always like, okay, well, can you tell us a little bit more? I absolutely can. So we earn 4 different ways. The 2 main ways that you earn money is through commission and team cycle bonus. What that means is anything that you sell, you make about 25% off of that sale. And when you start growing your own team, meaning, let's say that I have a neighbor who sees my results and says, hey, Susie, I really want to go ahead and get started with you. And, she gets amazing results. She starts telling her sister or her neighbor, and she starts getting people to join. Then it would only make sense to become a coach so that you could earn that money. You earn that volume from, when you're adding people to your team, when you're recruiting, when you're being an ambassador of this mission, this lifestyle that we have. So that is called team cycle bonus. You start earning money from the team that you grow. So it's basically residual income. Those are the 2 main ways that we earn money. The third way is we get a matching bonus. 10% of whatever your team makes, Beachbody matches a 10% bonus. And then we have quarterly bonuses. Once you get to a certain rank, every single quarter, you're eligible to get a quarterly bonus. So, and essentially we're getting paid 4 different ways. And so it's an amazing way, like I said in the beginning of the call, to really think outside the box, right? I remember when I first became a stay-at-home mom and I wasn't contributing to my household, even to ask my husband to get a manicure, I felt somewhat shame. I didn't want to ask him to give me money to spend something, to spend on something that wasn't a necessity, right? And that was what really lit the fire in me, that I was like, you know what? My dream was to be a stay-at-home mom. I had the dream, but I didn't have the income. I felt that I didn't have freedom to do certain little things that I wanted to do for me as a woman. And the other thing too was that I had lost my identity completely. I feel that when I became a mom, I just felt that it was just constantly serving, my children. And even though that's a beautiful ministry, it just got to the point where I was like, my gosh, what about me? The Susie, the woman that just, at moments needs that break and wants to do something else other than clean and serve and wash dishes and fold clothes. So this was something that really gifted me with an identity, component in my life. And boy, did I fly when I had it. I got my confidence back. I started, making new friends, which I had lost a lot of my friendships because when I became a mom, it was almost like if all my time went to like just my kids, and part of me became depressed. And when I became depressed, I isolated, I retreated. And so a lot of my friendships kind of just faded a bit. And I think that a lot of my friends were in the same season, so they too were retreating. And because of this business, I was able to make new friendships and really just curate even more connections. And that really filled my cup. And there was a light that was lit inside of me. And I think that that light is what people started to notice, even on social media. And my business grew because of that, because of this gift that was given to me. And so I feel that I will forever, ever pay this forward, because there's so many women out there that need this, that are like me, like us, that are probably silently suffering, right? That they probably don't even have anything, to even say, I want to just go shopping for myself. I want a new outfit, or I want a new pair of earrings, or I want to get my hair done. What if sometimes, there's mommies out there that wish they could afford extracurricular activities for the kids, but they don't have, sufficient income? This is that avenue, right? What about saving money? What about paying bills? What about taking your family on trips or paying for vacations? Like, the sky's the limit here. The problem is that I've noticed that people have stopped dreaming. They've stopped dreaming. If you ask yourself right now, do you have a dream? Can you answer that? And further, what are you doing? What actions are you taking to make sure that that dream comes true? This is that vehicle. This is the vessel that will get you there. I promise you. And I'll leave you with this. Let me cast that vision of what you want your life to look like, right? As you go through different stages and seasons in your life. I know for me, one of the biggest things that I want to accomplish is I want to be a beachfront property owner, because I feel that that is where I'm most at peace, and that is where I am at my highest vibration with my husband. And I know when my kids are off to college and they have their own lives, it's just going to be my husband and I. And we want to grow old together. And that's one of the things that we both would love to accomplish. And it's nice to dream, and it's nice to put a picture of that in our vision board and say, we're going to get there. We're going to have that one day, so our kids could come over and our grandchildren could come over and we could play on the beach and make amazing memories. And this is the way. I'm telling you, I've seen it done before us. We've seen it. There's been women that have paved the way for us. And now we're just inviting you to be a part of this as well. All right. We're about to close up, but I want to go ahead and pass it over to Stacy really quickly before I, pass it over to Mary right at the end. Stace, common questions that you can battle really quick, objections that maybe even you've dealt, and you could kind of brainstorm a little bit or just bounce off with Mary. What were common objections or misconceptions that you both dealt with in the beginning that maybe we can share to remove limiting beliefs?
Okay. Mary, unmute. So, okay. Do I have to be salesy? The answer is
absolutely not. And we hope that you aren't.
Because we don't want you. Okay, you're out if you're salesy. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay. Do I have to use the product? The answer is
yes. And
right.
For many reasons, you should use the product because it's amazing for you, number one, but also because you want to be proof that it works and you want to build that trust with the community.
Yes, bingo. Mary, do I have to have a minimum requirement? The answer is
yes, to stay active, you do, yes. Which really is just Beachbody's way of saying you need this anyway, so yay.
That's right. Okay, Mary, do I have to share on social media? The answer is
no, you don't have to. There is no have to. If that's where you're called to do it and it's genuine and sincere and from your heart, then by all means do it. But no, there are many avenues.
I think we just nailed it.
Impromptu.
So. When Susie does like the questions, she interviews you. I like that too.
Well, it
Okay.
spices things up. All right,
Yeah.
Mary, can you share with everyone how it is that they could join us if they make this, not even if, when they make this decision?
Yes, absolutely. So you want to just reach out to the person who invited you to hear us, to join us. And it's most likely going to be one of us three, right? And so we will be there, hold hands, guide you, whatever you need to get you to where you want to go. Yeah, that's it. Reach out to us.
All righty, absolutely. Basically what you do is you get enrolled with your starter kit so that you could get started right away on achieving your goals. I'm just piggybacking on, I don't even know if I said that right, to what Mary's saying, because you do have an enrollment, you do need to register, and then you become just part of our family, our Beachbody community. So you do need your starter kit, but we just welcome you to ask any questions to your coach or the person that invited you here. All right. I am done. I want to wrap it up. I would love to wrap it up now just because I don't want to take too much we don't want to take too much of your time. And I know that Stacy is the perfect person to close this out because Stacy has a powerful story. And I would love to just have her share, a closing, a few closing words with us. And then that's it. We'll let you guys go. I hope that you enjoyed this night. Stace, take it away.
All right, guys. So short and sweet is this. I do firmly believe that every single person needs a tool to learn how to love themselves. I do believe that. And I believe we need a tool to stay on top of our self-love. And not many of us really know that. And what's amazing about opportunities is a lot of times we're looking for the wrong opportunity when something has been inviting us the whole entire time, right? We don't know, we don't realize that this event, becoming a coach is, and I know my girls know this, that this is a therapeutic tool that will give you a voice and an identity and allow you to keep chasing something rather than just getting up and doing the mundane dishwasher, laundry, going to work, hating your boss grind. There's just way too much more. And we have a very short life to live and we should be making it extraordinary. We need to be unwiring limiting beliefs. We need to be shattering the glass ceiling that we all have put ourselves under in some way, shape, or form. And just like Dirty Dancing, nobody puts baby in the corner. And if you're in the corner, literally all I know is this is a bunch of Patrick Swayze saying, give me your hand and we are going to the dance floor. That is what this is, guys. I lost my dad to suicide almost 20 years ago. And I did 13 years of therapy weekly, religiously, whether I wanted to show up or I was running to it or I was trying to call and make up some crazy reason why I couldn't make it. I still showed up, right? And there was success probably in year 12 out of the 13. I became a hairdresser. And year 13 was when I finally had the ultimate success, but I had to keep stepping behind my chair. All I know is that if you want to step behind the chair of your life, you must make wellness your religion. You must worship it. You must not do what the other people do in the world, which is this dieter mentality. Throw it away, burn it, never see it again. This has nothing to do with that. This is about your story. This is about you owning your truth. This is about you looking in the mirror and saying, I'm going to defy my own odds that I've put on myself. That's all. This is all that I know. Literally, this is all that I know. I'm not a college graduate. I have a high school diploma. I have a cosmetology license, and I have majored in real life. I have a degree in it. I have a master's in it. And all I know is that without Beachbody, I don't think I would have discovered my potential or put a toe into that, right? Sometimes we're really afraid of that. So for me, you guys, this has been about healing my soul from within. and literally it matches your outsides, right? If you're wondering why you still can't get there, it's because you haven't mastered the inside yet. And you need a safe space, as Mary and I say, you need a soft space to fall with a big space for you to grow. Like, we all need that. And we need nobody competing around us. We need people that want to just love ourselves. And that's why I did this. And that's why I stay. And that's why I will never leave. The road will be rocky. The road will go up and down, left and right. But I can all I know is this: if you stay and you keep stepping behind your chair in the business, in the wellness, and in your other careers that you may have, in your motherhood and whatever else relationships you have, you will have something more and better than what you have today. And there's nothing wrong with wanting better and more. We deserve it. And if we can link arms, guys, the more voices that work and share, I mean, all I know is success is on the other side of that rainbow. So we would love for you to be part of that rainbow. We need a lot of colors. We need a lot of voices. Like, we're really trying to move mountains here, you guys. And what does that mean? We want you to move your mountain, and we want to purposefully share your story along the way. And that is what it's about. It is about you. So let's make it about you. Thank you for joining us. Mary, is there anything you want to say? Susie, do you guys want to say anything? Everybody good?
I think we're good.
All right, you guys, thank you so much. The recording will be up. We'll post it in BOD. If you are not in our BOD group yet, we will send that out from the coach that brought you in tonight. Have a wonderful night and happy Thursday.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much.